morning, class, and welcome to our first English lesson of the week on Monday, the 25th of January. So let's see what we're going to be learning about today. Today we are going to be creating a toolkit for a non-chronological report. So if you remember back to last week's lesson, we looked at different types of non-chronological reports. So today we're going to be looking at what things are included in our non-chronological report. So let's just have a quick read of this. So it says, Reports Toolkit. We have an audience. So an audience is somebody who wants to know or find out about something. We have a purpose, to present information that is easy to find and understand. We also have a structure. There's paragraphs not in chronological order, but we do have paragraphs. And we have headings and subheadings. So the audience that are reading it can then go to the parts that they need to find the information. Language features things such as present tense, formal and impersonal, technical vocabulary, and detail of what they're writing about when necessary. Examples of reports include a dictionary, reference books, encyclopedias, school websites, a poster or leaflet including factual information. So let's see what it says here. So a non-chronological report means it is not arranged in an order of time. A non-chronological report is a non-fiction report which is not written in time order. A non-chronological report is normally written about a subject rather than an event, so it does not have an order. Can you think of any reports that would be written non-chronologically? So there are some examples here: a non-fiction book, a leaflet, a catalogue, or an advert. So let's think back to making a leaflet on the Romans. That would be written in a non-chronological way because you would have lots of information about the Romans in different orders with the use of subheadings to direct the audience of where to read and where to find the information that they need to look at. So let's read through the text map together, and then I will give you a moment to pause your screen and write down any features that you can see. So, Boudicca, queen of the Iceni tribe. Have you ever wondered what makes a good leader? Read on to find out more about a famous leader who led her tribe in a rebellion against the Roman Empire. Who was Boudicca? Boudicca was the joint ruler of the British Iceni tribe, who lived in a region of Britain known as East Anglia, with her husband Prasutagus. Under Roman law, Boudicca as a woman had no right to inherit her husband's property. Prasutagus hoped to safeguard Boudicca's position by making an agreement to leave half of his property to Rome. In 59 or 60 AD, Prasutagus died. When Boudicca attempted to defy the Romans who had come to seize her property, they had her beaten and attacked her daughters. Physical characteristics. Boudicca was a very tall woman with a mass of long red hair. She had fierce eyes and a harsh voice. Boudicca was a lady who was noticed. Boudicca's army. Boudicca rose up and staged a rebellion against the Romans. She brought together tribes to fight against the Romans and tried to force them out of Britain. Boudicca led many against the Roman army and Roman villages. Her army greatly outnumbered that of the Romans' attack. It was in her final battle that Boudicca met with defeat. Although her army was large, they were not skilled and as organized as the Roman army. Boudicca exemplified a great leader. She was fierce, brave, and fought for what was right. There's a box of fast facts and did you know? And there's also a picture of Boudicca and a caption underneath, Boudicca riding into battle. So let's have a think. You might want to pause the video for a few seconds, maybe 10 seconds or 20 seconds, and write down on your whiteboard any features that you can see first before I reveal them to you. So what features can you see in this non-chronological report? Okay, let's have a look. So what did you notice about the non-chronological report? Not just what it looks like, but what goes into it. So we're going to create a toolkit of everything that goes into a non-chronological report. So we know that a non-chronological report gives us information about a particular subject that people would be interested in, but it is not in a specific order. So, toolkit for non-chronological reports. When we just look at the non-chronological report without reading them, we notice the following. So I'm going to go over here and I'm actually going to copy this over into here and maybe make it a bit smaller if I can, or maybe not. So I'm just going to leave it over here. So we've got in our non-chronological report, when we first look at it, what we can see is we have a title. Oh, sorry guys, maybe this wasn't such a good idea. So we have a title, we have paragraphs, subheadings, and diagrams and illustrations. So that's the first thing that we see when we look at the non-chronological report. We've got our title over here, we've got paragraphs here, we've got subheadings, and we've got a diagram and an illustration. So when we begin to read the text and look more in depth, we find the following features. Past tense, because it's written about a historical event in the past. Historical facts, pronouns, conjunctions that combine more than one idea. So those are the things that we also see within our new text map. So here I've written down some of the things which we can see, which will be great to go through. So we've got our title, we have paragraphs, we have subheadings, we have a diagram and an illustration, and it's also got a caption underneath so we know exactly what that picture is of. It's written in past tense, it has historical facts, it uses pronouns such as she, he, and it also has conjunctions that combine more than one idea. So having two ideas with a conjunction in the middle to combine the sentence together. So those are some of the things which our non-chronological report includes. So let's see what your activities are for today's lesson. So starting off the week nice and fresh, your first activity for today is to create a toolkit for non-chronological reports. Find examples of the features in the text, and finally, can you explain what non-chronological reports are for and why they are laid out in a specific way? So those are your three activities for today. They're quite short and snappy, and you'll be able to also draw symbols next to them if you need to. But what would be a great idea is when you're making your toolkit, make it really nice and big, make it eye-catching to your eye, and also put examples underneath each of your features, just to help you with remembering exactly what is in that toolkit for your writing when you come to the end of the topic in a few weeks' time when we create our hot task. That's all from me today, everybody. I will see you in tomorrow's lesson. Bye, everyone.